Gary Adams. Besides a dog training, Gary has trained horses for many years, given horseback riding clinics, and classes using natural horsemanship techniques. Please give a warm welcome to Gary Adams.
Good morning, Toastmasters and guests.
Good morning.
From master to whisperer. Author Malcolm Gladwell wrote, "The key to achieving true mastery is practicing about 10,000 hours." Have any of you seen the movie The Horse Whisperer? That movie was based in part on horse trainers like Monty Roberts and Tom Dorrance. Monty Roberts said, "A good horse trainer can hear a horse speak to him. A great horse trainer can hear him whisper." Tom Dorrance was also a great horseman and an amazing showman. He could get horses to do things that most people had never seen. The way he worked with horses made it seem so effortless and almost magical. The people that would watch his shows would often say he must be whispering to them because somehow he's just telling them what to do. The truth is, we are all whisperers. And I can prove this to you. Now, just take a moment and think of someone that you know that you're close to, whether it's a spouse, a friend, or someone you've known for a long time. Now imagine you're in a social situation and somebody says something that gets your attention. You turn and look to your friend and they give you that look. You know the exact look that I'm referring to. It's that one look that in an instant can say 1,000 words. That, Toastmasters, is whispering. Now, I don't mean whispering in the literal sense. I mean the type of subtle communication that can only be found when you've known someone for hundreds of hours. The subtle cues that you learn when you've spent enough time with someone. Now, how many of you have been around a horse? It's a few, that's good. How many of you have handled horses, led them, or even groomed them? Look at all these horse people. Now imagine back, or if you've never, imagine walking up to a horse for the first time. A lot of people will be a little standoffish and not really sure how to move. Now, if that horse were to turn its head, snort, or even kick, most people would step back and say, that horse is kind of unpredictable. Now, being unpredictable really means you just didn't see it coming. A master, a whisperer, would have seen it coming and made a gesture that most people wouldn't even notice, in a very subtle way, very much like that glance to your friend that said 1,000 words. When you first try to create a language with a horse, in the beginning, their movements seem so big and grandiose. But when you spend enough time listening, you will notice the tiniest little ear twitch or tail swish that can say 1,000 words in an instant. We learn from watching and listening. No matter the skill that you master or skills that you want to master in the future, approaching the lectern for the first time can feel a lot like approaching that horse for the first time. We're all just happy we made it through our speech or even our table topic. It can take a while to notice the subtle things that speakers do, and it can take even longer to learn the things that we can't see. Just like with horses, it requires listening with your ears as well as your eyes. This room is filled with many masters. Those that have mastered trades and masters of certain hobbies and different passions. It is also filled with thousands and thousands of hours of experience. Experience writing speeches, giving speeches, even presenting. There are also many whisperers in this room. Those that can read an audience in just a glance, who can move an entire group with a story, and those that can light an entire room with just a smile. Many of whom have gone from Toastmaster to Toast Whisperer. To master the art of public speaking, you must first learn to hear those whispers. I'd like to close with a quote by Jimi Hendrix. Knowledge speaks, but wisdom listens. Toastmasters.